Good morning, everyone. Now, the part 2 of the lesson chemical kinetics is factors factors influencing factors influencing rate of a reaction. Factors influencing rate of a reaction. So the rate of a reaction depends upon the experimental conditions, such as the concentration of the reactants, and if we are talking about the gases, so the pressure in case of the gases, temperature, and catalyst. So there are number of factors. So the first factor is concentration of the reactants. So the rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant, and if the concentration of the reactant is larger, the rate of reaction is also higher. So as the concentration of reactant decreases, so the rate of reaction is also decreases. For example, the rate of burning of wood depends upon the concentration of the oxygen. A piece of wood burns slowly in air containing the lesser amount of oxygen, but if the oxygen is present as 100% oxygen is present, so the burning process increases rapidly. So this is the effect of the concentration of reactant on the rate of reaction. Now the second factor is the temperature. Temperature is the second factor. So the temperature means temperature of the system. We are talking about the temperature of the system. So increase in the temperature increase the rate of almost all the chemical reaction. The rate of all the chemical reaction increases as the temperature increases, and if the temperature decreases, the rate of reaction is also decreases. Now the next factor is the nature of the reactant and the product. This is the third factor, that is nature of reactant and product. R stand for the reactant and P for the product. So the nature of the reactant and the product. So rate of reaction are influenced by the nature of the reactant as well as the nature of the product. A chemical reaction involves, if we are talking about the chemical reaction, so definitely there will be a breaking of the old bond and the making of the new bond takes place. So the reactivity of a substance can therefore be related to the case with the specific bonds are broken or formed and the number of such bonds involves. So the nature of the reactant and the product influences the rate of a reaction. Now the fourth point is catalyst. This is the fourth point, that is the catalyst. Means the presence of catalyst. We know the catalyst is a substance which influence the rate of reaction without undergoing any chemical change itself. So it has been observed that many reactions are made to proceed at an increased rate by the presence of certain catalyst. For example, a mixture of H2 and O2 does not react at room temperature. A mixture of H2 and O2 does not react at room temperature, but in a presence of a catalyst like a finely divided platinum powder, they both react vigorously. H2 and O2 doesn't react at room temperature, but if the catalyst, that is the platinum, finely divided platinum is present, so they react vigorously. So this is the effect of the catalyst. Now the fifth one is the very important, that is the surface area. So larger the surface area of the reactant, the faster is the rate of reaction. We know that when the surface area is larger, so the rate, because the area is increases, so the rate of the reaction is also increases. Now the next topic is dependence of reaction rates, dependence of reaction rates on concentration, and it is also known as rate law expression. It is also called rate law expression. So it means that when a chemical reaction proceeds, the reactants get converted into the product. For example, if we have a R as a reactant, as the chemical reaction proceeds, the reactant is converted into the product P. The whole of the reactant is converted into the product. So as a result of this, the concentration of reactant decreases and the concentration of product increases. So the general behavior of concentration of reactant and the product is changed. This one is decreases and this one is increases. So the rate of a chemical reaction at a given temperature may depend on the concentration of the one or more reactant and the product, and the representation of the rate of reaction in terms of concentration. If here we are talking about the concentration of the reactant, concentration of the reactant is known as the rate law. It is known as the rate law, and it is also called as a rate equation or rate expression. Now the rate law, rate expression or rate equation, all the three terms are the same. They all are used for the same meaning. Now let us explain it with the help of a diagram. So this one is the concentration and this one is the time. This is the concentration and this one is the time. So as the time increases, the concentration of the reactant decreases. This graph show, this line show the concentration of the reactant and it is decreases. This is decrease in the concentration of reactant. This is the decrease in the concentration of reactant, and as the time goes on, the concentration of the product increases. So this is the increase in the concentration of product. As the time passes on or as the chemical reaction proceeds, the concentration of the reactant decreases, whereas the concentration of the product increases. Now from this figure we have certain observations. So the first is in the beginning of the reaction. In the beginning of the reaction, when the time is equals to 0, so only the reactant are present. In the beginning of the reaction, only when the time is 0, so only the reactant are present. So the concentration of the product is 0 because no product is formed at that time. So as the reaction progresses or the proceeds, the concentration of the reactant decreases, whereas the concentration of the product increases. But at the beginning, there is only the reactant is present, so the concentration of product is 0. Now the second observation is the change in the concentration of the various species takes place rapidly in the beginning. The change in the concentration of the various species. Here we are talking about the reactant. The species which are present in the reactant, they changes rapidly in the beginning, but very slowly as reaction approaches to the final stage, and they become slowly, or their speed becomes slower as they approaches to the final stage, means when the almost the reactant is converted into the product. So from the above observation, it is concluded that at the start of the reaction, the rate of the reaction is larger and it decreases with the passage of the time, and this means that the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. And in the gaseous phase reaction or gases reactions, the increase in the pressure of the reactant gases increase the rate of the reaction. So with increase in the pressure, the number of the molecule per unit volume increases, and therefore they come closer to each other. So the reaction become faster, and the rate of reaction is increases. So this is the rate expression, or the rate law, or the rate equation. Now the next topic is law of mass action. So law of mass action is the relationship between the rate of a reaction and molar concentration of the reacting species, or the molar concentration of the reacting substances. And it was given by Gullberg and Weiss in 1867. And this relationship is known as the law of mass action. So according to the law of mass action, at a given temperature, the rate of a chemical reaction, the temperature is given. So at a given temperature, the rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of the molar concentration of the reactant. And here in this case, the molar concentration of reactant is called the active mass. Active mass is the molar concentration of the reactant. Now let us consider a reaction, that is A plus B gives. Now according to the law of mass action, the rate of a reaction may be written as, so rate is equals to K A, and this one is the B. These are the reacting species. Now here A and B are the molar concentration, that's why we kept them inside the square bracket. Molar concentration of the reactant, and K is the constant of proportionality, and it is also called rate constant. Now the rate constant is also called velocity constant. This is also called velocity constant. So the rate constant and velocity constant both are same, and is the measure of the rate of a reaction. Now if the concentration of each of the reactant, that is the A and B, if the concentration of each of the reactant involved in the reaction is assumed to be unity, so it means that the molar concentration of A is equal to the molar concentration of B is equal to 1. That is unity. Then substitute this value here. So rate is equal to K multiply 1 is equal to K. So rate is equals to the rate of reaction. Rate is means rate of reaction is equals to K. Thus the rate constant, this K is the rate constant or the velocity constant. Therefore the rate constant of a reaction at a given temperature may be defined as the rate of a reaction. It is the rate of a reaction when the molar concentration, these are the molar concentration of the each of the reactant is unity. At that time the rate constant is equal to the rate of a reaction. Now, that's why the rate constant is also called specific reaction rate. This rate constant is also called specific reaction rate. This rate constant is also called the specific reaction rate. Now let us discuss some characteristic of rate constant. So the first characteristic is the rate constant is a measure of the rate of reaction. It means larger the value of K, faster is the reaction because it is directly proportional to the rate of reaction, and similarly smaller the value of K indicate the slow reaction. Now the second characteristic is different reaction have different value of K. The value of K is not same for all the reaction. Next is at a fixed temperature the value of K is constant and is the characteristic of a reaction. However, it changes with temperature. The value of K changes with temperature, and for a particular reaction the value of rate constant is independent of the concentration. Now if we find out the difference between rate of reaction and reaction rate constant. So there are many differences between the rate of reaction and reaction rate constant. So the first difference is the speed of this one. So it is the speed with which the reactant are converted into product. Rate of reaction means it is the speed, it shows the speed, the speed of the conversion of reactant to the product, and it is a measure as a rate of decrease in the concentration of reactant, or we can say that increase in the concentration of product with time. And if we are talking about the reaction rate constant, so it is a proportionality constant. Rate constant is a proportionality constant in the rate law and is defined as the rate of reaction when the concentration of reactant is what? This one is the unity. Now the second difference is it depends upon the initial concentration of reactant. It depends, rate of reaction depends upon the initial concentration of reactant, whereas the rate constant is independent of the initial concentration of reactant. And if we are talking about the unit, so the unit of the rate of reaction is mole per liter per time. This is the unit of the rate of reaction, and its unit is depend upon the order of reaction. Its unit is depends upon the order of reaction. Its unit is depend upon the order of reaction. So these are the main differences between the rate of a reaction and the reaction rate constant. Now the next heading is rate law expression. Rate law expression. Now to express the rate of a reaction as a function of the concentration of the reactant, it is essential to measure it experimentally, the actual dependence of the concentration of the reacting species. So let us consider a reaction between nitrogen dioxide and F2. So for example, we have nitrogen dioxide, it combined with F2, we get 2NO2F. So let us consider this reaction. The experimental observation reveals that the rate of reaction is proportional to the product of the concentration of the nitrogen dioxide and this one, that is the fluorine. Therefore, the rate of reaction for that, if we want to express the rate of reaction for that, so rate of reaction or rate is equals to the KNO2 and this one is the F2. This is the rate. This is the rate of reaction. So this expression is called the rate law or the rate equation. This expression is called the rate law or the rate equation. Now consider the decomposition. Let us consider another example of the decomposition of the dinitrogen pentoxide. So that is dinitrogen O5, that is the pentoxide. So when it decomposes, we get nitric dioxide and the O2. So experimental studies shows that the rate of this reaction is proportional to the dinitrogen pentoxide and not on the, that is, it depends on the N2O5 and not on N2O5 whole 2. Therefore, the rate for that reaction, if we want to express the rate law or the rate equation for that reaction, so rate is equal to, that is K N2O5. So the expression which describes the reaction rate in terms of the molar concentration of the reactant as determined experimentally is called the rate law.